good? What's good? Let's get to this shit, man. Let's get to it, man. No,
Not so
no
fast. The
delays.
general's coming with you.
No
Mom,
delays, man. Let's get to it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody who's gonna tune in. Everybody who's been tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let's go.
Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the fights and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the race and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down to hug and kiss us? Frankly, the current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust, avoiding the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. 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 Let's just unite. Let's just unite. Let's stop the race and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change 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 the world. Let's just unite. Let's just unite. Let's stop the race and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the credit to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta balance it out. And if we all found that we change the world, no doubt. Change the world, let's 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 change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the race and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the race and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Big Bad Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. I genuinely and thankfully appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Let's go. I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in, man. We got another episode, man. And no, I'm not new to YouTube. You must be new to my channel. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Michael Horn is one of the best channels on YouTube where you come get the real deal content, the real deal information. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now, this is where I'm talking about tonight. Why it's important to know your culture and your heritage, right? That's exactly what I'm talking about tonight. Are you an Indian? The question and shit. That's exactly what I'm talking about tonight. Know your heritage. Why it's so important to know your heritage and to know your culture, and to stay true to your culture. Here in America, because I'm an American. I don't know where y'all at around the world, but over here in America, we got a culture. America doesn't really have no culture. Let me just keep it a buck. America's not a place that has much culture. America is more or less like a melting pot, an amalgamation of everybody's cultures wrapped up in one. America is not a place to where the modern American system has anything to do with history and shit like that. We're actually in America living under a cultureless system. And why do I say America has a cultureless system? America is a melting pot that's made up of so many different cultures, right? America does not have one specific racial group or one specific ethnic background in it. America is like a mixed vegetable soup. There's corn, there's peas, there's blacks, there's whites, there's Indians, there's this, there's that. And what happened is this country, they call it the United States of America, but really what happened is the people who assumed the property, who assumed this land, for the people who assumed this planet, who assumed, hold on, for the people who assumed this land and took over this land, for one, they weren't from here, right? Those colonizers who came over here on their Mayflowers and different little boats and ships, they were not from here. So the culture that they came with is not the culture that they're existing with today. Let me say this. Thank y'all for tuning in first off. Let me say this. Why am I talking about culture? Because right now we're being tested and pushed and tested. Right now, us as Americans are being put through another test. We're being pushed into another situation. You got those riots, those anti-migration riots that's going on in California right now. Hold on. We got those cultural anti-migration riots going on, those anti-immigration riots going on in California, right? Let me read your comment real quick, Shameless TV. Salute to you, Shameless TV, for tuning in. She said, I was researching my ancestry and accidentally found out that Musk's grandma and great-grandfather are my ancestors. And so is the man that started them. Here it grows. I hope that don't follow bloodlines. Yes, it definitely does follow bloodlines. It definitely does follow bloodlines. You are your blood, Hold on, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this fuck nigga real quick. Hold on. Let me get rid of this fuck nigga. Hold on. Let me get rid of this fuck nigga real quick. Pow! Get that nigga up out of here. I'm not dealing with no trolls or no distractors or detractors. I'm here for a real reason and a real message. Now, here in America, like I said, they teach us shit like, do it for the culture. The culture, it's the culture, do it for the culture. And they usually have rappers, they usually have rappers telling us what our culture is and trying to show us what is socially acceptable for us, right? But let me tell y'all Americans something, especially all Americans. Let me talk to all Americans. If you follow average modern American culture, or if you follow the average everyday modern American lifestyle, you are going to be doomed to fail. Doomed to fail. And the reason I say that is because America is a culturalist society. Our culture is built off the back and blood and sweat and tears off of other nations. This land was stolen from other nations. This land was taken from other nations. The culture, the history, the religion of this land was stolen from different nations and reworded and recreated to control the people of this nation. It's so sad. It's so sad how most people don't know who they are, and so they don't. Facts, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for the sending the notification out. Look, it's so sad that our people don't know who they are, and being that you don't know where you come from, or if you don't, let me say this, because I'm not gonna say or assume what you are. If you don't know where you come from, if you don't know where who you are, who your forefathers were, if you don't know or understand your bloodline, you could never understand what you're supposed to be doing in your current situation. You got American, like let me say this. There's black Americans, right? African Americans, they call them black Americans, whatever you want to call, black or African American, whatever you want to be called, it doesn't matter. You got Americans who are born, you got Americans, black Americans who are born here, or, in the last, 50 years or however long, and they don't understand anything about their true culture or true heritage. If you understood true history and what really happened, and understood things before the history books were rewrote, and understand things before history books were thrown away and burnt and shit like that, if you actually understood what was really happening in life, it would put you in a place of reality to where you could go from there and figure out what you want to do from there on. Like I was saying, you got black men in America who don't know who don't know their blackness. You got black people in America who don't understand their black culture, so they go around in America accepting and assimilating everybody else's culture into their life, and it doesn't work for them. You got black people in America who don't know nothing about being black or what being black is, and they go around and just accept everybody else's culture to the point where they don't even know who they are. And see, some people call them sellout, some people call them Oreos, some people call them it's plenty names for it's plenty names for a person that's not true to their culture. Even anybody, this goes for any race. You got white people who try to act black. You got black people who try to act white. You got white people who are born around Hispanics and they try to act Hispanic. Hispanics who are born around blacks and try to act black. And so what I'm trying to show y'all is, being that you were born in a culturalist society, a mixed society, a culturalist society, if you don't truly study who you are and where you come from, you will never know what your true potential is. Like I said, you got black men running around in America assuming other styles of life that have nothing to do with their culture or their history. You got white people in America assuming other types of lifestyles that have nothing to do with their culture and their history. And so, being that you don't know your culture and your history, it makes it to where you will have a harder time valuing yourself. The reason why self-hatred and suicide and these things like that are so prevalent in our society is because we have so many millions of people in America who are living a lifestyle that was not born and designed for them to live. And because they've assumed somebody else's culture, or because they've been assimilated into somebody else's culture, they've accepted a lifestyle that has nothing to do with what God made them for on this planet. And that's the thing about it is, a lot of people don't want to say God ordained this or this is made for that. And a lot of people don't want to live with standards and rules, because if you live with standards and rules, it will give you personal limitations. It will give you a thing that you have to live by. And see, a lot of people don't like to have rules and standards because most people are living a culturalist lifestyle to where they don't know nothing about who they are, what their potential is, and what they could be doing with their life. It's very sad to see Americans living a life with no fucking culture. It's very sad. I'm gonna read your comments in a second. It's very sad to see American people, not just blacks, not just Hispanics, not just whites, not just Eastern Europeans, not just Jews, not just these, everybody. It's so sad to see American people live in such a cultureless lifestyle. And the things that are the things. See, let me explain to you what culture is. First off, let's ask the internet. Let's ask Google for a direct definition of culture so we can get this shit 100% together. What's the definition of the word culture?
Here's the definition of culture: the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively.
All right. The arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. See, that is a very vague statement, but that's the definition. And like I said, culture is not a race thing. It's not necessarily that, but your racial culture is very important for who you are. Without culture, like she said, the AI said, culture is your achievements. So if you have no culture, a society without culture is a society without achievement. It's a society that doesn't strive to be anything outside of the fucking box that they're put in. And see, most people are just going with the culture, that they're going with the flow. So they're not stepping up to make a new thought, to create a new situation. Most people are stuck in a cultureless mentality, so they don't have enough creativity amongst themselves to create a new thing. Because you got an Asian, say if you're an Asian man, right? And you were taught your culture. You were taught your martial arts. You were taught your karate. You were taught your true you were taught. Oh, let me get this fuck nigga up out of here. Fuck nigga, get out of here. If you were an Asian person, you were taught your true Asian culture. You were taught your martial art. You were taught your culinary skills. You were taught the culture of your music. You were taught the culture of how you were brought and how your people came to be as they are today. If you learn that true culture of yourself, you could take your Asian culture and come and bring it into society, switch it up, jazz it up, and create something totally new for everybody to experience. When you have culture, it gives you pride and appreciation for who you are. When you have and instill culture into your life, it gives you pride and appreciation for who you are. Because a cultureless person, they don't know who they are. They don't know what their past achievements were. They don't know the achievements of their past, of the families of their past family. So they don't know or think of what their potentials can be. You know, it's a lot of people who are just going with the flow and living life and watching the movies that are put on TV. There's so many people who don't know nothing about nothing that they were given in life. They don't know where they come from, so they just watch the Terminator. They watch the this, the that. Hey, y'all, let me work. They watch the this, the that. They're watching all this stuff because they don't know who they are. So they're like, oh, I like this. Let me make a perfect example. I'm gonna read y'all's comments now and make an example. The old books reference things about history that was hidden in the text. Got a book about journalism from 1920 with pictures, news articles that tells different story than what we are told. That's a fact. So yeah, and I'm gonna say this: these motherfuckers control the culture of society with their fucking words and their diction and their propaganda. So you have to understand truth before you even try. If you're not in reality about the situation of life, you will get pushed into any direction, my nigga. Like any direction. There will be you have no foundation if you don't have no culture. None. And let me read these comments, but hold on. Why am I talking about this culture? Because right now, let me read y'all's comments first, because I don't want to get ahead of myself. Archangel was good, brother. He said, I remember asking my mom's side about our family when I was younger, and they couldn't even tell me anything. Exactly. Because we don't have no culture. We've been stripped from our culture, man. Especially black people. And I don't know what your ethnicity is, but black people have especially been stripped from our culture. And it's been done intentionally and very, very, very intentionally. You know what I mean? Your mom's side is black. Okay, facts. And now I mean that goes to that was done intentionally, bro. Like only the people who put it like this. Put it like this. If you didn't have no culture, if you've been taken from your culture and you didn't know how to read nor write, you didn't know the language, your language you spoke before, so you had to learn a new language. You had to learn how to read a new language. You had to learn how to write a new language. Imagine if you never knew your original language, because you know, as we all know historically, black people were not allowed to speak our original language. We were stolen from our original land and not allowed to speak. We were not allowed to learn how to write. We were not allowed to learn how to read. So therefore, most black people that went through that culture stealing moment, that period where our culture was stolen from us, most black people went through that. We're going to suffer from amnesia all the way around. And that's like even me. I don't know who either one of my grandfathers is, and that's because the black family structure is so fucked up in America. Because women just have children with random dudes and just take the babies and run off, and they don't have to, no accountability. Dude could just, man, this shit is fucked up in America, man. It's fucked up in America, man. It literally, we're living in a culture where a woman could just have a baby, and you could never see your baby again, and then nothing you could do about it. We're living in a culture like that, and that's not intentional. We come, see, African people, black people, we come from a very tight-knit family culture where mama's right here, grandmama's right here, uncle, auntie, cousins, nephews, nieces are all right here. Because we've always been very tight-knit. That's how African black people have always been. We've always been very, very, very tight-knit. So even the tight-knit aspect of the family has been changed and is being changed. Families of today are not even as tight-knit as they were 20 years ago. And that's because they intentionally made it to where you don't own no land. They intentionally made it to where your mother and your father have a hard time sticking together and being together. So you don't have no family. So you have a broken family. You don't have no land. Most every adult in your family will eventually stay in an apartment, a sectional domicile living situation to where you stacked and packed on top of other people like sardines, and you'll never own the land that it's on. You will never own the apartment. You just paying to stay. So you have no foundation. So you have no family, no foundation. Do you understand how your culture was destroyed from you? Do you understand how your culture was just demolished? They made it to where they incentivized it to where a woman could get assistance if she doesn't have a man. It's being incentivized to where a woman could get money. You can get cash if your man is on child support. You can get this, you can get that if your partner is on child support. You can get an apartment and live right here rent-free, $30, $50 rent if your partner is nowhere near you. That's the only catch. And too many generations of short-term thinking, small-minded thinking people have sold out and bit the bait and bit the apple just to goddamn lose their culture. You got a culture shift. You got these culture shift shape. You got these culture shifters. These people come around and shift culture, and they make hit songs, and the songs get played in your brain a million times. So you start to think that, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my automobile? Then maybe we could chill. I don't think you do. So you and me are through. That shit fucked women up. It fucked women up. And then there was so many different molding, shape, culture shifting moments where, and they telling you, they're lying to you and telling you, no, this is the culture. So they stole your culture from you, stole your language, stole you from your land, stole everything from you, stole your culture. They're using your culture against you, stole your ways of life, stole your diamonds, stole your gold, stole your jewelry, stole your thoughts, stole your best thinking, stole your best writings, stole your best art, stole everything from you, and then try to tell you you ain't got no culture. Or they try to tell you your culture is a Quavo Migos song. These low-life people, these low-life bastards stole everything from you, from me, stole everything from me and used it against me. And what do I mean by use it against? You stole my diamonds from Africa. You steal all my gold from Africa. You steal all my diamonds. And what do you do with them? What do you do with my diamonds? You sell them back to me for 50 times the profit here in this country. What do you do with my gold? You sell it back to me, cut down with copper and broken down and watered down, cut. You sell me watered down culture, my culture, watered down for 50 times the amount of money that is worth. Now I don't do other channel dropping because don't nobody help promote me do shit. I don't do the channel dropping over here, Archangel, because don't nobody help me promote shit. Ain't nobody helping Big Bad A do none of this shit. And I'm not a hater either. I came up out the mud. Y'all see me, whatever you see of me, I came out the mud, and I'm still in the mud. I'm still stuck in the mud. So hell no, ain't no name dropping to no big channels over here because I only do that shit so they won't flag my channel when I show their content to show support for using somebody's shit, because I don't even need to use nobody's shit. As you see, I can get on here, play my intro song, and kick my words and just come hard out my heart. I don't need no motherfucking help. So no, I don't do channel promotion over here because niggas don't do shit for Big Bad A. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't do shit for me, bro, over here, bro. You feel me? My own family don't share my videos. Don't nobody share my video. I ain't never seen a Big Bad A video on nobody's timeline in my family. Never. So I don't name drop no videos. And guess what? I done promoted all my family's videos. Yo, that shit's crazy, but that's how life goes, man. But I'm not a hater. I'm just saying. But as far as this culture shit goes, you got grown ass men in America, no matter what race you are, grown ass men saying, oh, a new movie comes out. I can't wait. I'm bored. I don't got nothing to do. There's nothing to do. I'm just waiting on something to come out. I'm just waiting because I've been so washed down as a man and made so useless as an adult. I don't know what to do for myself. Hold on, I'm hoping nobody's flagging me. Hold on. Oh, I got a Archangel give me a cash app. Thank you, Archangel, brother. Thank you, Archangel, for the cash app, man. Straight up. Thank you so much. Salute to you, bro, for that cash app, my brother. Salute to you and thank you for the cash app, bro. The only people who do something for me is people like y'all who watch and support, and you see it's very few of us. You know, maybe people just don't like me, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. If niggas don't fuck with me, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. I understand a lot about bigger picture thinking, and I'm gonna say something. People ain't doing nothing. People are wasting time promoting the culture. That's all niggas is doing. And y'all love that shit. Niggas be million views, 20,000 views, 50 likes, 100 likes. I be like, ah, damn. And then the real ones, like the ones I like the real people. I know the real people, the ones who are genuine, the ones who are honest, who are living what they're talking about. You could be a rapper, you could be a movie person. It don't matter what you do. I know how to discern the real from the fake. And then the real people in the world, they don't get no views, bro. They don't get no attention, bro. Because the fake is out here going, hey, look at the culture. Look what look at the shit everybody else is talking about. And that's how it goes. So it's a cultureless society of people who have no culture but to follow whatever is popular and trending, man. And that is sick, man. That is like a zombie chasing a piece of meat. Something new come out, and then something else new come out, and then something else new come out, and something else new come out. Fucking zombies. It's so sad. It's so sad how people don't understand they're being controlled by the fake ass culture that has been crafted and stolen from all. Like, bro, you're the way you're really supposed to be living, you will never get to live like, because these people are going to keep you running and jumping through hoops. It is sad, Archangel, bro. It is sad, bro. It's pathetic, though, man. I mean, the sad part about it is, after a certain age, bro, there's no hope for a certain, like, let me say this. As a man, after a certain age, there's no hope for you. As a man, after a certain period of time of going down the wrong path, you cannot revert. You know, if you've been your whole life going down the path of nothingness and living a pointless, cultureless society lifestyle that we've been given, and you say, oh, I'm gonna just one day change everything at the drop of a dime, it don't work like that. It's a certain, this is why I homeschool my children. There's the children's first 5 years are their first most developmental years. So what you giving them in the first 5 years is basically like their blueprint, right? After that, you could just build upon that. So if a motherfucker went 25 years of being a loser, you can't bring them back, man. See, that's the thing that people don't understand. Big Bad, people like me, I've never been a loser in my life. I always been chosen for this. I always been in high demand. I always been cool. I always been popular. I always knew what to say, when to say it. I always had girls. I always had money. Now, I've been poor before as a man, but I'm saying shit is always gonna come through for Big Bad A. And with that shit, right, with having a lifestyle like that, and then you see other people who just be this what do you call that shit? Non-fortunate. To see somebody who's non-fortunate and shit, man, it hurts me because I'm fortunate in a lot of ways. Now, I have my flaws too, though, right? I got my flaws. But I have a lot of fortunes. I know a lot. I have a lot of blessings. I've been blessed in a lot of ways, way more ways than I'm non-been blessed. So to see other people that's messed up and suffering and shit, it hurts. You know, even in the Bible, it says, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. So it hurts to to see people suffer when you don't have to fucking suffer, and then to when you could actually save them from suffering and stop them from suffering, but they don't want to change their ways. Ooh, that's just the worst. See, it comes a time in a righteous man's life where you just have to put your hands up and say, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with this. And right now, with these riots in California, that's where we at. The righteous people better not, let me tell y'all something, especially black people, because they're trying to bait black people into those. Man, we can't save nobody, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, bro, you can't save these niggas, bro. These niggas be lame and losers, bro. These niggas be suffering, bro. They be overweight, obese, mental problems. It's so much shit that they're going through, and they don't have to go through it, man. Like, they don't have to suffer. Like, if you really took heed to a wise man's words and wise ways, you would not suffer on this earth. That's why there's people, Illuminati people and secret people who have hidden knowledge and shit. That's why doctors have hidden knowledge. That's why lawyers know the hidden laws and the codes and bylaws of the country, because there's only thing that separates you from everybody else is knowledge. Because, bro, if I wasn't, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. If I wasn't applying knowledge and applying the righteous ways of living that I know how to do, if I wasn't living it and actually embodying it and living it, I would be suffering just like everybody else. I would be suffering worse than everybody else because I actually know better. See, the people who know better, they have to do better as well. That's another law that you have to understand. A righteous man doesn't have a choice but to be righteous. He can't not be righteous. People like me, we have instant karma. People like me, we don't have many friends, because when you really get to a true state of righteousness, bruh, you can't surround yourself with everybody because everybody's not vibrating on a high vibration. So what will happen is, when you go around a bunch of people, if they're not vibrating high like you, they'll just draw off your energy. And that's a lot of what goes on in society. Like, a lot of people be drawing off energy or absorbing energy or shit like that, slick hating and shit like that, because they don't understand, because they haven't done the work on the self-development work. People like Big, you looking at a man who's done nothing but everyday self-development. Every day. I'm fixing flaws about my life every fucking day. I promise you. Every day I correct myself and be more efficient. Now, I'm still getting one day, every day I'm getting closer to the grave. So I'm not trying to be eternal and this and that. I'm not trying to be this and that, but every day I live, I'm trying to be better. And as I get better and I show myself to y'all and I present myself to y'all, then y'all can in turn get better. So this is a cycle of righteousness that I'm trying to put forth into the earth, because a lot of people ain't righteous. And see, I'm not righteous in the sense of religion and all that bullshit, that fake bullshit, because I don't give a fuck about no religion. I'm righteous in the sense that I'm going to do righteous things when I'm placed in every situation. Every situation I'm placed in, I'm going to try my best to do the righteous thing. That's what I mean by being a righteous man. Every situation I'm placed in, I'm going to try my best to be the best that I can be. You feel me? That's all I could do. You feel me? Let me read y'all's comment. Seamus CV said, but those that refuse to get the knowledge offered really because they're but those that refuse to get the knowledge offered really because those giving it to feel almost resentful. Yeah, facts. Knowing so much truth is taxing on us. No one cares no one cares to even hear what we look. I'm gonna say this. Um, See, I'm humble, right? I'm very I'm very knowing of my power. I know exactly what I am, but I'm humble in the power too, cause I want my title to be earned. I know what my title is, but I want it to be earned by the people. I want it to be given to me by the people. So I'm not going to sit here and try to knight or king myself or this or that. I have to earn this title of righteousness. I have to earn this title that I'm this path that I'm walking. So I'm gonna constantly walk it. So I don't give a fuck if it's a million people. Like I tell y'all, I've been doing this for years. I've been saving hundreds of people. I've saved thousands of people. I've helped lead thousands of people in the right direction, right? Before the internet. Before the internet, I was helping people every day, hundreds of people as a valet. I've been in the public for years, performing, singing. I've been in the public for years. As I get better and better and better at this shit, man, you kind of do want your credit, but then at the same time, when you're doing something for true righteousness, you don't do it for credit. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this. Let me talk to the protest buddy real quick, because that was the whole point of me doing this live. Black people, please don't get baited into this bullshit that's going on right now. White people, please don't get baited into this bullshit that's going on right now. Because what we're witnessing is those people who are funded to come over here. What we're witnessing is those people that were funded to come over here. Those people who are given debit cards to come over here. Those people who are given food stamps to come over here, given housing to come over here. What we're witnessing is those people getting kicked out, and they don't want to get kicked out. And we're also witnessing those same people of invading our country. We got people from thousands of motherfucking countries in our motherfucking country invading us. Thousands of motherfuckers invading this country. And they are burning our country's flag, disrespecting our country, destroying our country, destroying their businesses, destroying Hispanic businesses. Make it make sense. This shit ain't what you think it is. Who gonna fix the roads? Everybody fixes roads. Black people made all the roads. Hispanic people made the second wave of roads. Everybody's fixing roads. You know who's gonna fix the roads now? AI and robots are gonna fix the roads. They got machines to fix the roads now. They don't need you to fix the roads no more. Let me tell y'all, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about they don't let so many criminals in this motherfucker. You never seen one black construction worker because y'all got all the goddamn jobs. You never seen a black construction worker because you Hispanics have all the motherfucking construction jobs. Get it right. Do you understand, my nigga? See, you don't understand. Because you were sold a dream and you were used to build something that you are not allowed to participate in because you were sold a slave, a lie of slavery. You accepted a slave role. You accepted your slavery. See, my people were forced into our slavery. Y'all accepted your slavery. And guess what? You accepted it. Now, look what happens. These people don't have no loyalty to you, my nigga. You didn't see what they've been doing to blacks for hundreds of years? Y'all think they have loyalty to you? Y'all don't see what they've been doing to us blacks for hundreds of years? They don't got no loyalty to you, my nigga. Y'all got used. And now that you're getting abused, you mad. But let me tell you something. We've been getting used and abused over here in this country as blacks for hundreds of years, and you never said nothing about helping us. Y'all don't fucking come to help us. Hispanics ain't never tried to stop blacks from going through slavery. You never tried to stop blacks from going through desegregation and all this shit. You never tried to stop blacks when we were getting bit by dogs and washed by water hoses. We didn't see no motherfucking Hispanics on the 1960 sit-ins. We seen courageous black teenagers and high school students. That's why you see videos of young black kids, teenagers, 15 to 17 teenagers getting beaten, mollywopped, and bit by dogs because the only people who had enough balls were the teenagers. The only people who had enough balls were the black teenagers. You wasn't out there helping us protest. So fight this shit. Eat those rubber bullets. And I'm not wishing none of it on y'all. But y'all got to eat them rubber bullets. And everybody who stands out there with you is going to eat a rubber bullet. They're not playing with y'all. These people are not playing with y'all. And you're not going to come over here and turn this bitch into goddamn rubble, Barney Rubble like Mexico. You're not going to turn America into Barney Rubble like you do Mexico. You're not. You're not going to turn this motherfucker into Barney Rubble. Flintstone. You're not, my nigga. They're going to get y'all's ass exactly what you want, and they're going to get you up out of here, my nigga. And I'm not mad at nobody, bro. I'm not mad at y'all, and I'm not mad at them. This is a black man's hands up. I ain't got shit to do with that. They did it to us back in 1960s. Go watch the tapes. I don't want to get no head noggin no more. Pop, pop. I don't want to get goddamn bit by a canine no more. They took this land over. Stop acting like y'all, oh, we're Hispanic and this and that. Y'all ain't took no land over, my nigga. Y'all just trying to bring chaos. Keep that chaos on the other side of the border. We don't want chaos here in America. We want our fucking construction jobs back. We want our motherfucking construction jobs back. We want to provide for our families again. I'm not hating on Hispanics either. So don't take what I'm saying as hatred. What I'm saying is the fucking how I feel, and I'm speaking the truth about this political side of this shit. They're not playing with y'all. You're facing the slave catcher just like we faced the slave catcher. You don't remember? You better go watch Harriet Tubman. Y'all better go learn, Hispanic people. You better go learn and watch Harriet Tubman. Go watch Rosa Parks. Go watch Harriet Tubman. Go watch Emmett Till. Go watch Malcolm X. Because that's what y'all need to do. You got to fight now. No, we don't hold no keys to our own future. You Americans, y'all might have a little bit of leeway because your mama left you a little money. We ain't got no keys to our future in America. We got to fucking get it out the mud. And you see a man who's kicking the biggest, one of the best, easiest to understand truths in the whole goddamn internet getting suppressed. I've been doing this shit so long, bro. When I went viral and I got 1 million views in 2 days, they turned my channel off. When I went viral and got 3,000 new subscribers in 1 hour, in 1 day, they turned my shit off. Y'all don't even know what the fuck's going on. I done had millions of views and thousands of me. I was supposed to, now I don't care about, see, that's the thing. Like I said, when you worry about the culture, you're like, well, I'm only have 3,900 some subscribers. That's not enough. Nigga, I ain't bound by the culture. I'm out here thinking like, well, damn, I'm out here able to touch the world. I could touch the button and touch the world. That's power. I'm thinking different. Y'all thinking, people be asking me, how much money you making off there? Why? Why? Are you gonna watch? Why are you gonna watch? Ain't no fucking victim mentality. Shut up. Shut your ass up and listen and learn something from a black man's mentality. Ain't no victimize over here. Ain't nobody victimizing me. Can't nobody fuck with me in nothing. Ain't nobody better than me at nothing. Except maybe some mathematics or something. A nigga might be able to do some mathematics or some shit more than faster than me. Other than that, ain't nobody fucking with me and nothing. Nigga can't out rap me, can't out look me, can't out dress me. You ain't better than me. Your dick ain't bigger than mine. You can't do, man, niggas ain't fucking with me in no kind of way. Ain't no victim mentality, bro. I just know for the black man and the certain other people in the world, this shit is not set up for us to succeed. Because the motherfuckers who suppressed us and enslaved us and repressed and suppressed and tried to destroy us, they don't ever want to see us get back to being kings, queens, and gods and goddesses of this earth, because we are the kings, queens, and kings, and the gods and goddesses, descendants of the gods and goddesses of this earth. We ain't motherfucking no slaves. We're the queens, kings, and gods and goddesses. We're the great, 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 great grandchildren of the gods. We're the great, 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 great grandchildren of the goddesses. And y'all running around here talking about, I'll give you some pussy for $200. Meet up for $400. I'll come to you for $350. This and that. Link up. Call me. $200. Link me up. Trash. You a goddess and out here selling yourself. Trash. You a whole god and you out here abusing women. Trash. You a descendant of a god and you out here smoking crack, taking meth, snorting powder. Trash. You a descendant of a goddess and you out here using drugs. Straight trash. Shut your ass up before I block your ass. Shut your ass up before I block your ass. Complain. You see, a loser says this is complaining. I had plenty losers. You complain. No, I state facts because we as a people need to fix the problems that we're facing. Ain't no motherfucking complaining. I have the most wonderful life that anybody could have. The only thing that I'm missing right now is a woman to give me some head. That's the only thing that I'm missing. Give me some head real quick. Nope, nope, nope. That's the only thing that I'm missing. I ain't missing shit. That's the only thing I'm missing. I ain't missing a meal. I ain't missing a beat. I ain't missing a dime. I ain't missing shit but a woman to get down and give me some head. That's the only thing I don't got. Fuck is you talking about, bro? Y'all better realize and recognize that you have no power. You talking about, oh, power this, power that. $40. I don't pay for that shit. I don't know how to do that. I got too much shit. I got too much dignity to pay for some pussy. I can't do that shit. I got too much dignity. If I can't get the pussy off a date, I'm straight. If I can't get the pussy off the phone, I'm gone. You hear me? I ain't paying for no pussy. That's just not honorable. It's not dignified. It is objectifying the women who's objectifying herself. So now I'm aiding them. I'm aiding and abetting an objectification. I'm not fucking with no prostitution. That shit lame as hell. You feel me? No, I know that. No, I know that, Shameless CV. I'm just saying, I got too much dignity to do that shit, man. I might need to do it one day, but by the time I get the balls up to do it, I'll be an old ass man or found me a wife. I'm not on that type of time, bro. I'd rather use this fire in me to try to help save my people, to spark the fire in your soul to say, hey, I'm not a slave. Hey, I am not a bum. I am not a loser. I'm just in transition. I'm just in development. I have not got there yet, but I am not what they portray me to be. I am not what they think I am. I'm greater than that. That's what I'm here for. Ain't no complaining. Yeah, see, you worry about tone, you worry about this, but see, my mama was the beautiful half and half black and white woman, and my daddy was the chocolate mandingo, bald head, chocolate warrior man. And so that's where I get my complexion from, my brother. I look like Jesus Christ, bro. I look like everything. I look like everybody. See, y'all are stuck in your tribalism. That's why y'all out there baited on that goddamn battlefield, getting them rubber bullets up your ass. We see, black people, we past tribalism in America now. Unless you on that small time gang mentality, them niggas still stuck in that shit. They gonna die in that shit too. All them small-minded, dumb black people were stuck in that small-minded gangster mentality. They gonna die in that shit too. Yeah, blood, crip, my nigga, blood shit, crip, blood, woo. Nigga, you gonna die in that shit. You repping a fucking a sect that was created by the devil himself to make you destroy yourself. And make you destroy your other man, your fellow man. Y'all motherfucking gangs are the scum of the earth. I don't care about none of that. I ain't for none of that shit. I'm a real man who stands on my own too. I come on here as a man to teach the truth to motherfucking people who might not know it. And if you do know it, we gonna stand up together and we gonna stand here and we gonna goddamn build together. Yeah, you can see me at the crossroads, but guess what? You ain't gonna be lonely, my nigga. You ain't gonna be lonely. It's a bunch of y'all niggas, and I ain't dying. Bro. See, the thing about y'all. Let me take a sip of my soda real quick. Hold on. My soda with no babies and no bones in it. Hold up. Let me take a sip of my soda with no babies, no bones. This is a Hispanic soda. Look. See, niggas talking that racism. I'm sipping Hispanic soda right now. This motherfucker from Mexico, my nigga. Straight from Mexico. Straight from Mexico. Niggas talking that racism shit. I'm supporting Mexico right now. Bong. Soda straight from Mexico. They ain't got no babies in it. It's delicious. Now, all y'all people out there trying to protest, thinking about religion and all your creed and all your this and that. If you understood your true heritage, your true Aztec warrior, your true Incan warrior, your true Mayan warrior, if you understood who you truly was, you would be doing this shit totally different. Because you can't beat. If you understood your history of your people, they got wiped out trying to fight the nigga with the Gatling gun. Tore their ass up. You don't understand that? You don't remember? See, your blood is supposed to tell you. My blood remembers. My blood remembers. My soul will never forget. Y'all stuck in this modern day culture. Oh, I'm going to the concert next week. Oh, yeah. Let's go to church. Oh, yeah. Praise the Lord. Oh, let's listen to some rock and roll, contemporary American satanic music. Yeah, we're all good here. Let's eat some nasty food that's disgusting and cannibalistic and makes your stomach hurt. Yeah. Y'all fed into that shit, bro. It wasn't even an unfair fight, bro. It is what it's called is you don't know your enemy. You don't know history. You not thinking deep enough about this shit. Niggas outside throwing bricks at niggas who got military. Are y'all serious? See, I'm not protesting shit, and I don't agree with no violence. Y'all out there throwing bricks at niggas with military equipment, my nigga? Are y'all fucking serious, bro? Better not remember. Don't ever forget. See, this is why you will continue to fail, is because you don't remember your future, your past. Niggas stormed over here. Nigga, our economy was on the decline when you came. Joe Biden had tanked this country. He tanked this motherfucker. And they gave y'all fake money to come over. They tanked this motherfucker and gave y'all fake money to come over here. Joe Biden tanked this country and allowed and funded and fueled. He flew in on his private American jet. He flew in hundreds of thousands of people on the private American jet, bruh. On the presidential jet, bruh. Gave niggas money, cards, bread, phones. Y'all niggas, and y'all didn't remember. Oh, you forgot, huh? No, I didn't say rise up and fight. I said know your fucking culture so you can do everything the right way. Ain't nobody talking about overthrowing no government. Nigga, you ain't got no... You have to have a certain amount... The Constitution states that you have to have a certain amount of people, and you have to determine that your government is tyrannical in order to create a new government. Ain't enough motherfucking people got enough people. Well, celebrities and shit do, but there ain't nobody unifying on no political front. So that ain't what I'm talking about. This ain't no anti-bring the government speech. So shut the hell up with your race bait. We don't do that. What I'm saying, these Hispanics who are out there protesting for their people who are being taken away, who came over here illegally, they need to understand that this is not nothing but a repeating thing of the fucking past. Pay attention to what happened in the 60s, 1968, in the civil rights movement to black people. Pay attention to what happened in the 60s. Pay attention to what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Pay attention to what happened to your ancestors. Pay attention and move accordingly. Stop trying to fight these people. These people is the war class. Ain't nobody fucking with these niggas, bro. That's why they took this shit from you. That's why they tried to take it from you. That's why they were able to take it from you, because these are war class people. Nigga, they not playing about nothing. They're not playing. Y'all think everybody thought, ooh, bruh, millions of Hispanics voted for Donald Trump. So y'all better just shut up, bruh. Millions of y'all niggas voted for him. You voted for this. The whole time he was running, he was like, I'm getting y'all out of here. I'm getting you out of here. I'm getting you out of here. I'm about to fire you and get you up out of here. The whole time he was running, he was saying that. Y'all niggas didn't listen. That was one of the main things that made me support him. Even though I didn't vote for him, I supported him. Because I've said, damn, Trump, I seen the thousands of illegals coming over here. Yeah, he was supposed to get out criminals and not regular people, but I'm going to tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. To criminalize a group of people is to criminalize the whole everybody, bro. Do you not understand that? That's what they did to black people. The N-words, they're all N-words. N-word, racism, color, Negro, this and that. When you classify a group of people, you subjectify the whole group. You don't get it? See, y'all don't know these people. I know these people. I ain't talking about no fucking civil rights no more. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. You're so busy trying to... See, this is what white people's problem is. Let me tell y'all the problem with white people. White people are so worried about being ultra right all the time and so particular all the time. particular is not what it's about. It's about effectiveness. It's about efficiency, brother. I'm not aiming for back. Date. I'm not going for that. Nigga, I'm not a robot. I'm a black man who's very knowledgeable and very understanding of this life and this American experience. Y'all better wake up. You're listening to a real black man, bro. Not a nigga, not a slave, a real black man. Who's an American black man, born in Colorado. I was born in Colorado Springs, Colorado, in the heart of America. My best friends were Hispanics. I love Hispanic people, but guess what? Y'all didn't, you got used. Understand that. That's what you need to understand. You got used. And you got tricked and baited. And now they're gonna use these, because there's terrorists over here, believe that. And now these terrorists that are here, they're gonna make this shit works and make it look bad and make your people the victims. They're gonna make your people the predator. And Hispanics, regular everyday Hispanics are not bad people. But what they're doing is turning your people into Al-Qaeda. They're turning your people into Taliban. Because there's terrorist cells in this country that have been staged here for all these years and waiting for this moment right here, waiting for these moments like this. So please understand that by you going out and protesting, you're making your people look bad. You're going to make it rough for your people. They're going to say, look at what they're doing, calling the battalion. You see, they got the military, they got dogs, they got motherfucking horses. Boy, they on y'all's ass. I watched a live feed 2 days ago, and they were just firing at everybody. Yes, sir.
I'm not trying to ruin your video.
You're not ruining that. What's up?
But we was watching Ghost videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Lavani said, she said she seen like this black dot. And then, guess what? We hear banging.
So hold on. Let me tell you about ghosts and stuff. Let me tell you about that stuff, how it works. When you start looking at that stuff, right, like scary movies and spooky stuff, when you start looking at that stuff, it opens your mind up and it opens your eyes up to experience it. So you might think you've seen something, or you might actually, you might actually see something or hear something because now your mind is become aware of the paranormal.
Yeah.
So what you're doing by playing spooky games, that's why I tell y'all don't be playing them spooky games, because what So what that's doing, bro, you're actually opening your mind up to that stuff, because the spiritual world is definitely real. You know that. So don't be scared of no ghosts though.
But those are real ghosts.
Yeah, it is. I've seen plenty of ghosts in this house. Well, not ghosts. I've heard plenty things in this house. But see, look, understand that I'm here and you safe, but don't play with that shit. Don't play with scary stuff, okay?
We hear banging.
Don't play with scary stuff. I'm telling you. You remember when I told you I heard that thing bang on it and I ran outside to see what it was and it was nothing? Don't play with that stuff, bro. But yeah, you all right though, okay?
And we heard it. I looked in the window.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing.
Bro, I know. You probably just opened up to something. What's up?
Right now, I try to pull it, but it goes back slowly.
Facts.
It was about this girl. She opened the door and then it opened.
Hey, but look though, y'all. Hey, just understand that stuff can't hurt you, and don't think about that kind of stuff, okay? I love y'all. I'm about to get off here in a second, all right? All right. Okay, boom. Let me see. Oh, man. No, I didn't talking at you like you're a white racist, bro. You don't understand the American experience, man. You don't must know your history. See, you modern Americans, let me talk to you modern Americans. You're not I'm not talking to you like a racist American. I'm talking to you like a modern American. You modern Americans don't truly understand the vastness of your history. You truly don't understand the impact that your forefathers had on you and me. The only reason why we have Papa John's pizzas, the only reason why we have Walmart, the only reason why we have Target, the only reason why we have Marshalls is because your people dominated this motherfucker for hundreds of years. So your people have a motherfucking hundreds of years of a head start over my people here. Stop acting like you don't understand that, you modern fucking Americans. Why do you think shit is Sam's Mart? Nigga, cause Sam Walton's a slave fucking master who had so much goddamn money, he kept power going for years. That's not complaining, nigga, it's facts. Sam Walton, the nigga who made Walmart. Nigga, wake up. Nigga, if I had hundreds of millions of dollars and generations of families with hundreds of millions of dollars passing through the generations, nigga, we would be dominating too. Fuck is y'all. If I had hundreds of millions of white people working for me for free for hundreds of years, I would be on top too. What the fuck don't you understand, America? Wake up. If I had, me a black man had millions of white men, I wouldn't let the women work. If I had millions of white men working for me for hundreds of years for free, how much money would I make? Y'all wake the fuck up. Talking about victim mentality. Y'all don't, your minds are so small you can't grasp that. Wake the fuck up. That's not a victim. When I go into Walmart, I understand that's generational wealth. The fuck don't you understand? They go to other countries, like you said, Eddie, they go to other countries and take nigga shit. They go to other niggas' countries and take everything and put a fucking flag and a base up. And I love this country, but I know what we do. If you've seen it and done it, shut the hell up and understand what I'm saying. If you've seen it and done it, shut up and understand what I'm saying. And I'm not being rude, bruh. You making me go back and forth about something that I'm so past, bro. I'm so past y'all's racism. I'm so past your modern thought process. I'm so past all that shit, bro. Because y'all are so stuck in your constructs. Netflix, baseball, Major League Baseball, hot dogs, TV, movies. Man, y'all niggas are stuck. Holidays and this and that, whoop-de-whoop. Y'all are stuck. You're not even living a real life. Y'all are living an artificial, fake life. Every holiday Americans celebrate is based on somebody else's stolen culture. Y'all don't even have no fucking culture here. And I'm born in America, the heart of this motherfucker. I just know your history. I know my people's history. I understand how I'm here in America where I'm at. Because when certain black people were led out of slavery, see, my grandmother, God bless all their ancestors who did their history. So when certain black people were led out of slavery, they got the choice to go on their own and be free in a dangerous, racist world. You can go out there and be free in that racist world if you want down south, or you can come into these Indian reservations. See, my ancestors went into the Indian reservations and lived and assimilated with them. And that's why you have people like me with the Chickasaw Indians and black mixed up culture. A real Native American. I am a real Native American. Y'all niggas talking about this and that. I think I'm Chickasaw Black American. Real native to this motherfucker American. My people weren't brought here Some of my people probably was, and then my other side, nigga, we been here since this bitch been. So y'all fighting for something that you don't even own anymore. You don't even own nothing. Y'all in the middle of the street talking about go fuck police. What are y'all talking about? Y'all look stupid. Y'all better know these prophecies come. It comes from a thought. And this whole prophecy tonight, this whole what I'm saying tonight, come from me seeing a miscultured loser in real life. And it hurts. It hurts to see a miscultured loser. It hurts. Y'all don't fucking understand how much it hurts to watch my people suffer. It hurts. It hurts that y'all don't even know that y'all being led into a fucking trap. Y'all don't even know that this and that. Like, niggas don't be knowing nothing, bro. It's like, what do y'all do with y'all's lives? Nah, I ain't gonna tell you what I seen because I ain't exposing nobody. I just seen a miscultured loser. A man who didn't know who he was because he's been miscultured in America. A man who's been washed clean by the fake culture of this country. And it's not just one, there's many of them. I see them every day. I see them in the middle of the world. I see them on the internet. I see them everywhere. Your top celebrities miscultured. Your top celebrities misgendered. They're all fucked up and twisted in the head. And they try to push that shit on other people. All I'm showing you is you're not what they telling you are. You better than what they telling you. You come from greatness. They just don't want you to get back to greatness. And see, you keep getting fed into these traps. A spider will lead you into a trap. It's not nobody's fault, bro. Deal with it, man. Be strong and stop trying to protest. It never got black people nothing. Protesting never got black people nothing. Nothing. Goddamn nothing. We want justice. We want justice. Ain't nobody stuck in it. I'm past you fucking racist, regular, modern American people. I'm trying to fucking put you in perspective. Some people don't know their history, brother. Ain't no stuck in the past. Some people don't know this shit. So I'm gonna catch them up to speed. Some people never heard they would come from a king and a queen. Some black people never heard they were the original kings and queens of this earth and gods and goddesses of this earth. Some black people never heard that. And some of us need to hear it. Some black people never heard that they come from greatness because our culture was stolen from us. You know, identity politics. No, see, racist white people and the greatest fear of white people is for black people to ever understand who they truly are. Because when we understand who we truly are, we will rise up and assume our position on this planet. And when we do rise up, we're not going to hurt nobody. We're not going to harm anybody because, see, we're not the vindictive people that y'all are. The people who oppress this world right now, we're watching a vindictive creed of men putting their vengeance on people that they don't want. We're watching it. They sick their military dogs on these people. These people got rocks. And they're shooting AR-15s with motherfucking rubber bullets. Talking about what you talking about. Make it make sense, bro. When y'all understand, black people need to understand their culture to rise to stop being nigga slaves and being low vibrational individuals, some of us need to hear that to rise up. Some of us need to hear that to be better. See, when people rise up and be the best versions of themselves, then we could all be productive versions of this society. Not haters and bigots and racists and hate on other people. See, black people, we don't have to hate on other people. Well, we could just look at the great kings. Mansa Musa, who is the richest man in world history, whose money, Mansa Musa had so much gold. Listen to Black history, y'all. Mansa Musa had so much gold that when he traveled, wherever he traveled, he put so much of his money in the environment that he was in and the economy that he went through, he collapsed everybody's economy. He collapsed everybody's economy. Mansa Musa had so much money, so much gold, that he collapsed the whole world's economy everywhere he went because he was passing out so much gold, he was fucking up the economy. Tanking niggas' economies, making your whole economy collapse. You had these little ruble things. He'd come through with his gold coins and get so much of that shit out. It just flooded the market with that shit and fucked everybody up. See, we had King Tutankhamun, who was the world's youngest king on the planet. King Tutankhamun, who was the world's youngest black king on the planet. King Tut was the king of the planet at 15 years old. King Tut was the king of all kings at 15 years old. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know King Tut died because he was riding on a chariot, golden chariot, playing horse carriage, playing a chariot game, and he cracked his leg and he didn't ever heal from it because back in the days that, medicine wasn't modern. They don't want you to know in his tomb, his nigga had golden canes, gold everywhere, gold and diamonds and gold every motherfucking where. They stole all that shit. And that's where we have all these bullion, these bars of gold. They stole it from our ancestors. Stole it and tried to use it against you. And they don't want you to know that that's your gold. That's in the place where they stole the gold right before 9/11, Fort Knox. That was your gold in Fort Knox. They don't want you to know that. Not yours personally, but your ancestors. They don't want you to know that the world's top scholars come from Africa. They don't want you to know that the world's top inventors come from Africa. They don't want you to know that. They want you to think you're a nigga slave with a gun and a Glock with a switch and a blunt and a beer and some lean and some drugs and a bitch who's gonna give you some head. That's all they want you to focus on. And some punk ass dollars. That's all they want you to focus on. When you are the descendant of a king, you are the descendant of the fucking queen. Wake up. Africa is the world. There was only one continent on this motherfucker. It was called Alkebulan, the land of the blacks. There was only one continent on this planet. It was called Alkebulan, the land of the blacks. And now they called it back in the day, they called it Pangea. Your people call it Pangea. But it was called Alkebulan, the land of the blacks. Let me plug on my shit. Let me plug up my shit. Keep it going. Yeah. They don't want you to know that the whole world, everybody was black. There was no other race. They don't want you to know that you are black. White Colorado miner, you're black. All of y'all are black. Hispanic Eddie, you're black. All of y'all are black. They don't want you to know that. Environment change. That's the only thing that happened. Tower of Babel is the only thing that happened. In the evil, see, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta study your history. Everybody's black. Everybody on this planet is African. Everybody. There is no, that's why we all share the same bloodline and it tracks back to here in Africa and West Africa and this, because we're all the goddamn same. You just got shifted over here. Some people got made in petri dishes. Some people got made in laboratories. Some people got stuck in the Caucasus Mountains and turned albinoid and blue-eyed and blonde-haired. Some people got trapped up in Africa and turned black and dark and lost all their hair because it was too hot. Some people got trapped in the Arctic and goddamn had to get big and fat because all they eating is whale blubber and goddamn, and they need blubber to fucking survive. We're all products of our environment. I live at the beach. There's white people who are darker than me because they're outside in the sun all day. No. You're crazy because you don't know your world history. Your brain can only start at Jesus. Your brain can only start at the Great Invasion. Your brain can only start at some bullshit story, bro. Go past the brain. Blue eyes and blonde hair is nothing but a genetic mutation. The only reason black people adopted blonde hair and blue eyes and turned into white people is because they got trapped in the Caucasus Mountains when Pangea blew up. Because there was a large asteroid that came down and smack dab into the middle of the goddamn dinosaur Pangea shit and cracked it all into multiple continents. If you know your history of your world, you would know this. And some people got shifted up to the cold. Some people got shifted over here, so everybody started looking different. And the people who went up to the motherfucking Caucasus Mountains and the people who went up to the Caucasus Mountains and got trapped up in the ice age, those people, they had to survive it by living in the caves. Hence cavemen. Hence blonde hairs and blue eyes. Because if you live in the dark for a long period of time, first off, your nose will become slanted and go down because you will not need a wide nostrils to breathe in to breathe in cool air to cool your brain down. If you live in a cool, damp climate as a mountain is, as a cave is, if you living in a cool, damp, let me explain to you how you become white, how you became white. When you were trapped up there living in that cool, damp climate, your nose had to get pointed because you did not need to breathe in all that cold air because your brain was not getting overheated. Now, secondly, the reason your eyes went blue is because the only reason why my eyes are brown and black and land dwellers' eyes are brown is because we've adapted brown lenses to shade the sun. Like when you put on a pair of shades, they're the color of your iris, that brown shade color, because these are God's natural shades that we need to withstand and take in sun rays. We are land dwellers. We're people of the sun. We're people of the land, of the earth. So we are made with these brown sun rays, and the hair, our curly 9 ether hair, is made to absorb the sun. We are made to absorb the sun and flourish in absorption of the sun. And when white people didn't have sun, their eyes became blue and their hair became long and I learned this from a master teacher. Their hair became long to protect their neck and their chest because their hair did not have to be up to protect them from UV rays like a land dweller, earth land dwellers. Your hair had to protect your neck and your heart to keep it warm through the cold times in that climate. So your body adapted to darkness by blue eyes so you can see in the dark, because blue eyes allows people to see in the dark, and the blonde hair allows your neck and chest to be protected from the cold. This is pure human evolution. And your pale skin come from no sunlight. It's just simple. That's why when you go in the sun for too long, you get fried up and you bubble up and shit like that. Because your evolution has evolved you or devolved you, depending on how you look at it, to where you cannot handle the sun. So this is simple earth knowledge. But some of y'all have never heard this before because you're stuck in your fuck ass Bible. You're stuck in your fuck ass earthly culture. But thank God for people like Big Badays who are not of this earth, who can see earth exactly for what it is, to break it down for people like you, earthlings like you. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for being here to listening to the true breakdown of everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm deeper than just this and that. I'm just trying to put each scenario that I'm in, that I go through, as a lesson to better you in your journey of life. So thank you to me. Thank y'all for being here. Salute to my brother my brother who donated, my bro Archangel. Salute to the brother Archangel for your donation. I appreciate you so much for your hey. I'm almost finished. Salute to the brother Archangel for your donation and your support, and understand that I'm telling the truth, the whole truth. So help me God. I'm one of the only truth tellers online. A lot of these people don't understand, man. A lot of these people don't understand, but that's why I'm here, man. You know, a lot of these people will never understand because their brains are so stuck in their fucking culture. Oh, Christmas is coming. Easter's coming. Hanukkah's coming. This is coming. Now your ass is stuck in some lies. Thank you so much, Archangel, for coming in and rocking with me. I appreciate you, Eddie, for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, brother. I'm doing my best to try to save this planet. And I'm not no racist bigot. I'm just a truth teller. The truth might hurt some because a lot of people never heard the truth before, but it is what it is. No matter if you're prepared for it or not, I gave it, and you could rewind it, you could stream it, you could slow it, you could do whatever you want. You could share it. And I advise all y'all, share this shit, man. I'm one of the best YouTubers that they try to keep down. Share this live, man. Share this live. Help me get the message out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's your big homie, Big Bad. We're going to keep going and we're going to keep growing, man. I'm not playing no games, man. You know? Yeah, we do, Eddie. We do have to have these uncomfortable conversations, man, because that's how we're going to develop. Like, bro, if I got on here and said, hey, I'm going out to protest and this and that, then what we going to do? We all gonna get shot with rubber bullets together. We don't need to be out there protesting, doing that dumb shit. We need to be fixing ourselves. And that's what they're scared of right now. Some people like Big Beta are showing people that you can actually better yourself so you won't have to feed into these agendas that's being crafted. Because I'm seeing pamphlets going around. This shit is not what you think it is. So before you get tricked into another trap, better your fucking self. Because these people are always going to lie to you because they don't love you. But somebody like Big Betty does love you. Even though I don't know you, I love you because I'm tired of seeing y'all suffer. I'm tired of seeing this planet suffer. We don't have to keep suffering. We don't. We don't. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep doing my best and doing my part until, you know, this shit's taken away from me, man. And when this is gone, I'll do something else, man. But I love y'all so much. It's your big homie, Big Betty. And we're going to keep it clean and we're going to keep it right, man. It's your big homie. Let's go. Salute to everybody who's in the building, man. All around the world. Salute to all y'all, man. God bless y'all. Stay strong and don't be baited into no bullshit. These niggas is cap and they fake, man. You know what I'm saying? Students get credits to attend these. You hear that? You heard what Shamelessly V said? Students in college are getting credits to attend this shit. They're passing out pamphlets to pay niggas to do this shit. If you do this shit, you're a dumbass. They're trying to bait us into losing our country. We are not going to get baited into losing our country because we love our country. And these motherfuckers who don't want to be in here, who are burning our flags, who came over here illegally, get their motherfucking ass out of here. Yes, it's going to hurt. It hurt when they did it to my ancestors. Yes, it's going to hurt. The ones who are born here, the ones who been here and who are supposed to be here, they ain't worried about y'all. But your auntie, your uncle, your cousin who you slipped in the background, and them niggas about to get gone, bro. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all try to abuse the privilege. And that's what we're dealing with. That's why black people don't have no homes. You go to black neighborhoods, like right now, my neighborhood, this shit is predominantly black and Hispanic. So if you know what I'm saying, like, where are the black people supposed to live? Where are the poor white people supposed to live? They don't have no place because these niggas is not moving. They're stuck. Y'all better realize that what's happening is not all bad. You know? It's not all bad. So let these people run their country. You voted for what you voted for. They got to run it how they like it. And you can run your family. That's the only thing you can control. Run your family, man. And that's it. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. The lovers and the haters. It is what it is. It's your big homie. God bless y'all.